another video. With this video, we're gonna start a new series on my mapping series. It's called Alternative Future of the World. Yeah, you've probably heard that name a lot of times, and I'm gonna do one, but with a twist. All of those alliances like NATO, European Union, I don't know, all of them will not exist. They just disappeared. And we also have like North America and South America disappearing because global warming. And yeah, so I'm gonna do one thing right off the bat. And that thing is removing some little islands like over here in Oceania, some along the Atlantic Ocean and stuff, yeah. That's because of global warming, and I don't really want to start to include them, yeah, so they just disappear. Or they sink into the ocean. Now, the first thing that happens is, you probably guessed it, the invasion of Ukraine. Yeah, for Russia. Now, this Belarus joins immediately. And the thing is, now, as I said, NATO and all of those alliances disappear. And yeah, Ukraine's gonna be on their own. Or are they? This invasion just started, so I'm not gonna be continuing the invasion of Ukraine in real life. Because I don't want to, so yeah. So, immediately after the declaration, the war starts, we have Russia pushing into those controlled region, as I can say. By the way, outside there's a thunderstorm, so if you hear like lightning stuff, it's because of that. While troops from Crimea start to push into Ukraine as well. Also, some small troops from Belarus start to push into Ukraine, getting really close to Kiev, which is like right there, in that area. While some troops over here start to push into western Ukraine. The troops eventually take all of this coast and start to push more into Ukraine. Okay, so this war is going pretty bad for Ukraine for now. Because they're getting pushed like from all directions, and yeah. But something good I can say happens, though. And that thing is, Georgia joining because it's Georgia. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, we all know that Russia controls those lands of Georgia, so yeah, they immediately take control of them. Now, Russia wanted to invade Georgia after, but they didn't expect them joining, so yeah. But they still started to push into Ukraine. Over here in the north, we do have some Ukrainians pushing back Belarus to the original border and starting to push back Belarus. Now, some Russian troops arrive at the border of Georgia and start to push into the country. And yeah, that's pretty much what happens. Eventually, Odessa is taken over here, and that's pretty bad for Ukraine. Now, next thing that happens is a little bit interesting. We have Moldova kind of joining the war, because this is the Transnistria area of Moldova, and they officially they fired some bombs at Moldova, and that led into Moldova joining. And yeah, it's not looking very good for them because they just got their access to Ukraine is no longer there. Now, the thing is, Romania here is not happy about, the Russian invasion of Moldova. They're really not happy. And they might do something about it, but not just yet. Anyway, some troops from Belarus start to push more into Ukraine, while the troops from Russia really make progress. Now, Ukraine is pretty much doomed now because, and Georgia surrenders, yeah. Okay, so this is really what happens. It's not like Romania is sending like troops from Moldova to Moldova and helping them out. No, that's just dreams. Okay, eventually some Ukrainian troops push back the Belarus troops, and they push back to the original borders. Now, it's doing really well over here in the north, but in the south, it's really horrible. So like I said, some clearly not Romanian sended stuff pushed back into Moldova, eventually connecting with Ukraine and encircling a large part of Russian troops that quickly fall. And that's pretty bad for Russia, because now they just lost some stuff. Yeah, some important stuff. Okay. And yeah, that's what happens. Anyways, now Russia sends their troops into Belarus because they want to do one thing. They plan to end the war. They will push over here a lot, so they will push in, capture Kiev, and Ukraine will probably surrender. And that's what happens. So they start a pretty small push into Kiev, and now the battle of Kiev starts. Now that means that the Ukrainian troops really focus on this area, and that means that pretty much half of Ukraine is taken by now. And eventually, the battle of Kiev is Ukrainian victory, and yeah, they push back the Russians. The problem with that is over here in the other side, I can say, yeah, they're really close to Kiev, and they might have already captured it. Yeah, it's not looking good for Ukraine. Eventually, all of this falls, and Ukraine, after a lot of bloody battles, eventually Ukraine collapses. And now it's only Moldova, which, but it's not like they're only Moldova, because, they have some mountains, and what happens when you have mountains is, yeah, but that was just a dream, and they fall. But not completely, because you know who's really not happy about this? Romania. You know who Romania has? Serbia and Bulgaria, and that's pretty much all. Yeah, they don't do something about it. Moldova just falls. Okay, and the peace treaty is this. We have Romania, almost said Romania. Russia annexing all of Georgia and taking half of Ukraine. Belarus takes this little portion of Ukraine. And Russia takes Transnistria from Moldova. Now, just as they wanted to puppet Moldova, something happens. Romania says a big no, and they kind of not. I can say not annex them, because Moldova wants to join Romania at this point, but it's better for them to join Romania than to be a puppet of Russia. Yeah, but for Ukraine, it's not the same, because they are now a puppet of Russia. And in the future, they might get completely annexed. Now, this was the first thing. Now, a thing I want to say about is, something cool. And by cool, I refer to a map of alliances. Yes, that's right. We'll have two maps. A map of alliances and one for the actual video. In the alliance map, I'm not gonna do the borders. Maybe like some unions in like Africa or something happen, then yeah, but you won't see that. And the first alliance that is formed is this, and that is the East African Federation. Now, after that happens, we have also Malawi joining this, and yeah, Malawi joins this. Now, this is really helpful because Sudan wants to take South Sudan. Now, I know this map doesn't include the part that South Sudan has over here, but yeah, ignore that. And Sudan wants to take South Sudan, and that's gonna be really helpful for South Sudan because now they have an alliance. And that's really good. Now, the second event that happens in this episode and the future, the alternative future, is the Serbian invasion of Kosovo. Yes, that happens really early. And Albania joins on Kosovo side, Montenegro, this is basically a Balkan war. Montenegro joins on Serbia side, North Macedonia joins on the blue side, Croatia and Slovenia join on the blue side, and Bosnia becomes a mess. Okay, so the war starts. I'm on the wrong map. Okay, so the war starts, and you know, some troops from Serbia start to cross the border into Kosovo, while over here the invasion of Bosnia is continued. Some small troops from Montenegro start to push into Albania, while the Serbian troops push into North Macedonia. Now, you know who doesn't like North Macedonia? That's right, Bulgaria. And they join the war. And after they join the war, some troops from Bulgaria start to push into North Macedonia. Eventually, after some time, Kosovo is taken, and North Macedonia surrenders. Albania quickly, Tirana, I think it's pronounced, the capital of Albania, falls, and after that, Albania surrenders. Now, Croatia and Slovenia said, oh shit, that went pretty fast. What did they do in that time? Like, they pushed a little bit into Bosnia, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, it didn't go well because now troops from Serbia start to push into Croatia and Bosnia. But it's not that bad, right? I mean, they can hold that. I hope so. And yeah, as I said, they can do that. They push back, and they start to take some parts of Bosnia back. Serbia says this: okay, we're gonna push you back at the original borders. They did that, and then they signed peace. They all of the presidents of the countries except for Kosovo meet in Zagreb, and they sign a peace treaty. Okay, and this is the peace treaty. We have Serbia taking over that part of Bosnia, all of Kosovo, and a little bit of Albania so that they have access to the sea, and also a little bit of North Macedonia. Bulgaria takes this part of North Macedonia, and Croatia takes the rest of Bosnia. Yeah, and that was pretty much the war. Now, North Macedonia remains really weak, probably one of the weakest countries in the world, and they decide to join Greece. No, and they got annexed by Greece. They didn't want to join, but they got annexed by Greece, yeah. It's kind of like the Russian invasion of Ukraine, but like a lot easier and a lot like peaceful. A lot more peaceful, yeah. Okay, and now let's take a look at the alliance map because something will change eventually in the Balkans. No, right now it will change. Okay, so we have two more alliances being formed. One is the Balkan Alliance over here. That's the name, the Balkan Alliance. It's the alliance between Slovenia, Croatia, and Albania, mainly for the protection because like Greece, Serbia, yeah, they can maybe invade more, and they don't want that. So, and those countries in this at this point hold really good relations. So why not have just an alliance? And now the Blue Alliance. This alliance is an alliance to protect for protection from Russia. No, protection because Russia is really hungry. I mean, the US is not here. They're the strongest country here. And yeah, you need protection. Yeah. And they create a Blue Alliance. The name of the alliance is like the I don't know, Russian protection. I don't know. Tell me in the comments a good name if you have one. And the members are Romania, which I gave all of the Moldova. As I said, the map will not be like accurate for like this map. No, it will be kind of accurate, but not really. For example, Ukraine, yeah, it's still here. But in reality, Russia has a lot of that, and yeah. Anyways, and the members are Finland, all of the Baltic states, Poland, and Romania. In the future, I think Bulgaria, maybe Serbia, Hungary, Slovakia, Germany will join. But for now, this is all. Now, Ukraine would have joined, but they're puppets of Russia, and they can't do that. And this was my first alternative future of the world video. Now, the alliance map looks like this. Yeah, really cool. Ooh, what is Malawi doing in pink? Okay, that's better. So we have the East African Federation, the Balkan Alliance, and the Blue Alliance. What is... okay. And that's pretty much it. And also over here we have Russia. The events were Russian invasion of Ukraine and Serbian invasion of Kosovo. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!